Welcome to the jam, everyone.
Welcome to the jam, he says.
Jam.
I dig it.
You dig it.
I dig that.
So we're making history right now. We're making history. This is the first time ever.
That's so weird.
That Golden Boy Fritz
I have no idea.
I blame you.
Yeah, it probably is my fault.
I blame you. It's all your
fault. It's way overdue, so
let's do it, buddy.
We're going to lock it up right now.
All right, of course, we have SoaR coming up next, going up against Fuse, and seems like the action is about to hit up.
Fuse are online warriors trying to say that they got some lamb chops here. They're going to take it to the business. So we're loading up in the game right now, and we kicked everything off. So let's jump on board with FaZe here on the Fuse squad.
That's right. So, interesting thing to point out here about this Fuse squad, honestly, Wiz, is that they, again, a lot of people give them some slack. They're like, yeah, they're just a purely online team. Like, they're not like, a LAN team. But, I've actually teamed with Historify back in Black Ops 1. The dude is a beast. He's so talented. And honestly, I'm really looking at Sin and FaZe to go huge for this team, because I think that these players definitely have what it takes to be.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. You have a lot of confidence in this squad. Like, you feel that they can perform at a high level on LAN. I think that's the question here is they've done so well online. How will they come here and perform at this event and going against SoaR? SoaR has done a tremendous job on the online events that they've done. So, and I know Rambo had nothing but high praises to say about them. So I got my eyes on these boys as well.
Yeah, I mean, really all 8 players are just absolutely talented. When you talk about SoaR, you have to talk about Wheats, who was a former Fear member and is just a veteran. He's been around for so long, and he's so freaking talented. His AR is second to none. But then on the other side, you have this guy, Saint. He is the dude that is synonymous with always winning the first tournament in Call of Duty. When the new Call of Duty comes out, Saint comes up big and wins the first tournament. I
think SoaR will be okay with that if that happens here yet again. As we are now on board with Wheats, he gets taken out, so we're shuffling through back on with Methods of SoaR. He's going to try to get some shots down range, not able to connect or pick up a kill, sees somebody, and finally gets taken out there. That's 3 down for the SoaR squad here.
Yeah, that's right. Now, see, here's the thing. You have to look for SoaR to get aggressive on them. Get that C, right? You have to get C and then force them into B, so that this way they're just going to be feeding them. They're just going to be falling into their bullets. And that is the thing that SoaR is trying to set up here.
Their bullets. I like that.
I'm trying, buddy.
Yeah, no, that's good, man. I like that.
Stepping up my swag. But you know what, though? It's actually Saint making his way inside of the bar. Good play. He's actually going to try and throw them off just a tad here, and he is going to find one player jump around the corner, but they do neutralize it. That could give them the opportunity to go to C, but it seems like they're committed to going to B.
Yeah, so he was hanging. He's trying to get the kitchen just by himself. 2 people are about to roll in here. One of them is going to be Wheats, looking around and just making sure that they've got the kitchen all cleared up for Cap here as he's going to hang out. He does have a little bit of help. Positioning-wise, they look really good as far as where everyone's at. They should have no problem getting it. At the same time, they're picking up A. So SoaR's the only one that's going to have B. Now A and C split. So interesting plays going on by these squads.
This is dangerous, man, honestly. With 2 minutes left on the clock here, you don't want to have that B flag. It's very dangerous. You can get spawn trapped in there brutal, and if you're not careful, bad things can happen.
It's scary, that they're in a bad spot right now. They got to push out, get some breathing room, and definitely grab one of the home flags at A or C.
And especially because they're down right now. They're actually down by, 11 points here. So this isn't good. But they are going after A, Fwiz, and it seems like they might be able to make this one happen. Methods is going to get picked off. Heist over there, able to pick up A, and
losing
now
B. Though. Yeah, they are losing B as soon as they want to get A. However, Heist is in there. He's able to pick up a nice kill. He gets a grenade kill on Sin. The whole room gets smoked out. They do have coverage of B and A. Pretty locked up, and they're just going to get some points now on the board and play catch-up.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need to do here. Saint able to pick up 1 player now as he's going to push his way over to A, knowing that player's going to be there on the contestment, and he's not able to make anything happen with that one. Jumping on board here with Wheats. Let's see what the Slayer for SoaR can do as he's going to push his way down to C with Methods to try and make this cap happen. They have a minute to work with, Fwiz, and the game is still very close.
Oh, absolutely. So the squad here is able to kind of knock off C. B it's in the hands of Fuse here, as now you've got SoaR that's going to go ahead. They do lock up C very well, as Saint is going to fall to Historify. They might lose that again as soon as they pick it up.
It's flip-flopping way too much for them, man. Like, they're just not able to hold it down for...
Struggling.
Yeah, the struggle's real.
The struggle is very real right now as we are on board with Heist. He's just going to hold it down. They're going to pick up this A flag here. They do grab A. They're in a good spot here, as now they're going to move out and just try to get some scrap points. Look, they've got another side that they can spend another 5 minutes on, so everything matters even going into this last point. Heist's going to go ahead, try to grab this as well. No cap bar here. It makes it a little difficult sometimes for you viewers to see when somebody is capturing it, so we'll call them out as they are very close to pulling this one out, and there you have it. They do cap it, so they'll get some points here. 5 seconds left in the half, and They got a little bit of work to do going into the second half, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
84 to 70.
84 to 70 there, as SoaR is going to be down by 14 points going into the half. A very doable comeback, by the way. I mean,
very doable.
Honestly, it's just that's just like what, maybe a minute of just like 2 caps.
Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. I think that they can handle it. They didn't let the lead get too out of hand there. Look at FaZe though, 11-7 with 5 captures, and then Thing 2, 14-8 with some caps as well, 3 captures on his end. So beautiful play by those guys.
Yeah, I mean, I told you, right?
Like, yeah, they're sticking up to what you say. Yeah, you said it.
Like, this team is very, very talented, and you know, I think that they just needed to find that groove, find that
young
roster.
Squad too.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a young squad. I like to see what as these guys develop over the years too.
You know, actually, what I was actually
man.
pretty disappointed about was actually Saint. He went 10-10 on that last one, but he did play really well because one stat in particular, he was able to get 4 caps on that last game. That's big. That's a big statistic.
Yeah, absolutely. Who's
right.
making the plays, man, making the plays. That SoaR squad needs to get pumped up a little bit, though. Jeez.
Yeah, I know, right?
Method's was about to fall asleep over there, man.
Yeah, he's just snoring.
Yeah,
you know?
he's just.
Well, okay, so Methods, I don't want to throw him on blast, but I saw a tweet that was hilarious, and I just got to say
the Rambo one.
Someone just said, "Oh, the Rambo one."
The Rambo
was
favorite.
Great, but then a response to that was, like he was like, "Come on, please, Wario."
Wario.
And I just couldn't contain myself, man.
Oh,
I love Methods, by the way.
Oh yeah, great dude, great
dude. Great guy.
Actually, I bought an American flag hoodie after seeing him wearing it.
Really?
Yeah, it's a really good.
Look at that. Method's a trendsetter.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a trendsetter.
For Indochino Fwiz.
Yeah, Indochino Fwiz, exactly. he's got me with the apparel, the fashion tip. So we're gonna jump back in again. 84 to 70 was your first game. Fuse was able to pull out the first half there. So only a 14-point deficit for SoaR to come back. Yeah. They got to get things going here and see if they can shake things up. Right.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know why SoaR opted to get super aggressive on B. I think, holding the 2 flags, the 2 home flags, that is one of the key to victories. I was, casting over on the Bravo stream with TP, and that was something that he mentioned. He's like, you just want to get those 2 home flags. It's so important to be able to hold that down. And you can see, actually, Sin, he's hanging back by C because he's anticipating the push. And if we take a look here at the map here, you can see that no push happening over by C. So he opts to just go back around, and although there is going to be a player trying to get aggressive over by the bridge, still, they're not going after C just yet. They want to try and lock him in. Finally, SoaR, they're going to be making their way over to C, and they might just get this, but there is going to be one player. He gets thwarted, and now we could see that spawn trap happening here if Fuse is not careful.
And Sin just going to hang low here. He's going to start capping this flag, hanging out in the grass, going to catch a stun to the face, though. Looking around, smoke screen is out. He's just waiting for someone to come through there as he's taking a lot of stuns and a lot of damage over here, just kind of hanging out. Well, I guess no damage, really, but gosh, man, they won't leave him alone.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty much just stunned in the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to leave him there.
Yeah, let him do his thing over there.
He'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. So, just like they really did not want him to move.
Poor guy.
And now, but he's actually going to be hanging out there. What was this? That was Sin. Oh, he finally is taken out over by A, finally. And now, Thing 2 on your screen, he's going to be making this push forward. Let's see if he can go ahead and cap C here and make something happen.
Methods with a nice pickup down there. They're looking good. Yeah. They're all over A as far as taking it. And they do. He just got taken out, but was able to pick that flag up just in time. Saint's going to get some good shots on Sin, takes him out there. So SoaR looking in a much better place right now. They are starting to lose C, though, so they got to make sure they can cover that. And they do just officially lose B. At one point, they had a 3 cap going for it, and now a lead 27-24.
But they're keeping them in B. They have to do this. There's a certain way that you set up around B, and you just pretty much plug every single hole.
That's what hurt SoaR. Last time they got stuck in B, and they were, and that kind of like now we're literally seeing a role reversal here between the 2 squads.
Yep, and you know what, too? The score is actually getting super close here, Fwiz. It seems like SoaR might be able to catch up on this one. And, it is going to be 31-32 as we do see A going over to Fuse now. A and B to Fuse, and they really just need to get aggressive, hold down A. But you got to watch out for that one player that's going to be creeping around the corner. Saint needs to win this, and he loses the gun battle. That is going to be so unfortunate for them. Weeds pushing his way forward, and Weeds gets taken out. And now, looking here, Methods trying to keep him at bay inside of B, doing the best that he can. Good double kill for Methods as he's able to rack some stuff up there. Now let's see if he can make his way over to A and make something happen. Yeah,
SoaR's making a good push in here to B, and it looks like they should have no problem taking this one down. So they're going to be able to hold C and B. Knife is good right now, but they've got to get some more points on the board. I mean, clearly there's this deficit from the first half that they still have to continue to make up. There's only 2 minutes on the clock. Time is not on their side right now to get things going. They've got to lock it down and make some moves here.
Yeah, and you have to consider, right, the fact that it is 50 to 45, 5-point lead. Couple that with the 14 they had earlier. That's 19 points in the favor of Fuse. And with 1 minute and 45 seconds left on the clock, still doable to come back, but it's going to be so difficult, and it's going to take a lot of coordination. They need to shut down Fuse right now, and SoaR just seems incapable of doing that.
Yeah, they pretty much have to. Yeah, they're in a tough spot, man. I mean, they might. I don't know if it's really a decision they have to push in and grab this 3 cap. I mean, 1 minute and 25 seconds left. They need all the points they can get. It's going to be really difficult for them at this point. I mean, they just now take the lead on the half, but again, they're still down. Yeah,
they're still down, but you know what? There is a glimmer of hope, right?
No, they can do it in this situation. They still mathematically are able to do it now. Now the point difference is down. We're looking at 4-point difference, so 10-point deficit still going at SoaR. So they've got to hold it down. However, they are losing A. Yeah, and they only have control of B, so that's a tough one. As Fuse is going to go in there, they pull out A. Fuse controls both A and C. Again, SoaR stuck just in B, and it might not be enough here. Too little, too late. But again, they still have time. They can make something happen.
10 points. 10 points is what they need to make up after last I checked, but they just can't seem to get it together. It seems like they are. Let's see here. They're losing B as well, so that's not. If they get triple cap here, I mean, that's pretty much GG at this point. It is going to be 71 to 71 with 30 seconds left on the clock. Methods makes his way inside. The flag gets neutralized. That's not going to give him any points there on that cycle of 5 seconds, and that pretty much is going to do it. As there you have it. Fuse. They're going to be able to come up on top with the W. Congrats to them.
Yeah, well played by that squad. They look really good. I mean, FaZe didn't have one of his best games there. He looked like he went 6 and 14, but it was a great team effort, right? They were able to do everything they needed to do.
Well, when you have Thing 2 going 17-8,
yeah, it makes it hard.
It's like, well,
He's like, save something for me. Gosh.
Yeah, right. It's like, it's easier at this point. So yeah, I mean, without a doubt, Fuse, they definitely went in on that one, played solid, and it showed in that game. And now let's just see if they're able to follow it up on Search and Destroy, which is actually going to be on Sovereign coming up next.
Yeah, so don't go anywhere. We'll be bringing you game number 2. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break. Golden Boy and I will be back to bring you the noise in game number 2.